Okay, once again, good evening. Welcome to the Sports Time New Orleans Sports Podcast for Tuesday, October 29th. We're going to be going over news headlines in this episode. Also, if you want to talk what's going on in the world of sports, you want to have your opinions, you can come in and give me your takes on what's going on in the world of sports as well. So, how's everybody doing? Facebook, Periscope, YouTube, and Twitch. We're back on again. So, how's everybody doing? East Coast, West Coast, wherever you may be, viewing this broadcast. So, how's everybody doing? Welcome to another edition. So, we're back on. I'm gonna go ahead and edit the privacy so everybody can come in freely. So everybody can come in. So everything is on Facebook, Periscope, YouTube, and Twitch. How's everybody doing? Let's go ahead and switch over our screens. I'm gonna go ahead and give you some ESPN headlines. We'll go ahead and do that as of right now. So I'm waiting on the Sorry about everything. We just had the press. Okay, let's talk about trade deadline winners and losers. How the Rams got ahead. This is what they're discussing tonight. How the Rams got ahead on winning, losing, and stuff like that. In the trade wars that happened today. The trade deadline was today. So that was the headline of the winner was the Los Angeles Rams with significant moves. They moved to leave on Tuesday. Also, Marcus Peters also as well was moved. Also, Jalen Ramsey as well moved to the Rams. Now, Mohamed Sanu. This was the biggest blockbuster trade right here. Mohamed Sanu went to the New England Patriots, so I think that's going to help that offense out. So I look at it this way, that the Atlanta Falcons right now is an absolute fucking sinking ship. If you ask me, they are a sinking ship. Going down in the first half of the season. They're going to have to get better in the second half of the season, but I'm pretty sure they won't. Now, San Francisco, this is another situation that they got some players. They traded wideout Emmanuel Sanders under Shanahan, and so I look at it this way: San Francisco, look, sure, they get by with their defense, but their offense is absolutely atrocious. I'm gonna say it right now, absolutely atrocious for the San Francisco 49ers. So they're gonna have to get some players to make their team better. Now, Baltimore, this is another winner, the beneficiaries of the Rams trades. That's what they were. They were the beneficiaries of the Rams trade. So that's another organization that's going to have to be on higher ground, getting their because their fan base is going to be very impatient, and I'm gonna tell you, that coach is not going to be there. John Harbaugh, that guy's not going to be there anymore. He's going to probably be gone if he don't get this team back to where they used to be dominant and stuff like that. Then he will be gone. Now, Miami, this is another situation that's going on. Miami. I mean, look, Miami's got to build up. They got to rebuild. I'm sorry. This team right here is irrelevant as of right now. Your losers is Andy Dalton in the Cincinnati Bengals. That's another situation. Andy Dalton, look, this is a trade-related biggest news of the day. Likely Dalton loses his job. So, look, if you don't step up, they're gonna replace you. Bottom line, Cincinnati needs to replace their quarterback, because I'm gonna be honest with you, this guy right here it's not working out for this team. So that's the biggest losers right there. Is the Cincinnati Bengals with Andy Dalton situation. Now the Cleveland Browns, that's another loser right there. Also the Philadelphia Eagles. Also Melvin Gordon, Los Angeles Chargers. So he did not. He skipped training camp and also the first 4 games. He also wanted to raise his $5.6 million salary. So that's what he wanted to do. The deadline itself, that's another loser right there. So that's NFL trade deadline news and information from different teams. So once again, this is from Dan Graziano. You can reach him at ESPN. That's ESPN.com. So we'll go ahead and move along. And we'll switch over. Okay, let's go ahead and give you some ESPN news headlines. Okay, NCAA clears the way for athletes to profile their names, their image, and their likeness. So the NCAA decision makers unanimously vote on Tuesday to start the process modifying the rules to allow college athletes to profile their names and likeness in a manner consistent with the collegiate model. So I think that's something that's needed because these athletes, look, they want to be noticed. They want to be recognized. They want to be noticed as a high-profile athlete and stuff like that. So the NCAA is clearing the way for that. So if you can, I think it's good. I mean, just like this college, this pay-for-play stuff with California, I think that should have been done a long time ago. Look, a lot of these schools, and I'm gonna say it time and time again. I'm gonna say the truth, folks. A lot of these schools take the money from these young kids that's busting their ass just to put their program in order. But look, and they don't get no benefits out of it. That's the truth of the matter. Sure, you might hear a lot of people on social media saying, well, these kids are getting a free ride and all that. No, it ain't no free rides in this country. No free rides. No. Look, these young men earn that fucking scholarship and bust their ass 9 times out of 10. Look, I don't want to hear these morons trying to weaponize their opinion because their opinion thinks their opinion matters to people who wants to hear it. So look, truth of the matter is, look, I think this is good. I think this is excellent news for the college football athlete and stuff like that. So to get their name recognized and also their image and stuff like that. So once again, this is from ESPN.com. You can go to ESPN.com. You can access that story. So let's go ahead and go to some more news and headlines. Okay, Max Scherzer cleared to start potential Game 7 versus the Houston Astros. So tonight, I think it's going to be in Houston. So the game will be in Houston. So he will start in the game. So I think it's excellent. It's going to be a pretty good pitching duel between the Astros and the Nationals. So games tonight. That's going to be game number. I think it's game game 6 tonight of the World Series. Also, game 7 will be tomorrow night if necessary. So that's going to be on the line. This is from Bradford Doolittle. You can reach him at ESPN. That's Bradford Doolittle. You can reach him at ESPN. Okay, let's see what else we'll talk about. Okay, winless Cincinnati benching Andy Dalton. I look at it this way: they're going to have to get a new. I mean, I said a few minutes ago on the trade deadline winners and losers segment. Look, I think they need to get a new quarterback because look, Cincinnati hasn't been irrelevant in years, So they're going to have to get their act together and try to win some games because these Cincinnati fans are getting tired of mediocre play by this football team. So once again, this is from Ben Baby. You can reach him at ESPN. That's ESPN.com. Okay, let's see what else we'll talk about today in our podcast. Sources: Trent Williams ends the season long holdout and rejoins the Redskins. So I think that's good for his sake and stuff like that. So left tackle Trent Williams ended the holdout before the trade deadline and rejoined the Washington Redskins. I think that's good because they're going to need a significant offensive line. So I think it's good what he done. So to help out his football team. Also holdout extended for Williams. He was fined at least $1.2 million this summer. Also, he lost 25% of his signing bonus. So he's going to have to get it all back, if you ask me. So he's going to have to get it all back. Adam Schefter talked about it with the NFL crew. We'll give you the, we'll go ahead and play that video. So we're going to play that video for you. Let you listen to what they had to say, and I'll come back with some comments on it.
The Redskins here held firm on Trent Williams the entire time. And I know that there were people talking about a potential trade, and there were people who predicted a trade and expected a trade. I don't think they ever budged in their stance here. I think that they took calls, listened to calls about what could and couldn't happen, but I don't think that this is a case where they ever came close to dealing Trent Williams. I think if they would have gotten the compensation, some huge offer, they might have considered, and I probably would have done it. But they never did, and they weren't going to trade one of the elite tackles in all of football.
No, I don't think they should have. I don't think they should have traded him. Look, they had some offers and stuff like that. But the truth of the matter is, look, I think what the Redskins did was absolutely hold their ground. Because, look, you know these players sometimes are going to say, well, I want to trade here, I want to trade there, I'm not getting enough money and blah, 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 blah. That's what they might say. But look, the Washington Redskins, look, they got to get, they got to be irrelevant again, because I'm going to tell you, look, time's running out for this team. Time is running out. So without a shadow of a doubt, I think it's good what they did. So it helps this football team out. So let's hear a little bit more from Adam Schefter as he explains it to us about what the Redskins did.
But Adam, to Diana's point, you know, we saw what the Miami Dolphins were able to get for Laramie Tunsil. Why didn't Washington get the same haul?
Tunsil's the younger player.
Because Bruce Allen didn't want to make that. That was just his decision. He did not want to move on from Trent Williams. They value him at left tackle. He's one of the best. But I think it's pretty clear what Trent Williams is doing here now. He needs to report so he can get paid and get his money. How uncomfortable is it going to be in Ashburn?
Oh,
Trent Williams has a horrible relationship with them right now.
In other words, like, I'm not sure it matters. Here's the problem. It's not a problem. I think this is the reality, is that the Redskins are, it's like, we are old guard, and you're not going to force our hand.
Right. Even though times are changing.
Even though it happened in Jacksonville. Now, Jacksonville got a pretty good haul for Jalen Ramsey, but it was their old guard stance, which is we're not going to let you dictate to us.
And
that's what it seemed like.
And let me add to that. Teams I spoke to that were interested in Trent Williams shared with me they didn't even want to call Washington today because they didn't want to bail them out. Mm-hmm. They didn't take our calls a month ago. Mm-hmm. We're not calling now to make a deal.
So, and rightfully so what they did. And rightfully so what they did because, look, the Washington Redskins, look, a lot of fans, look, in Washington, I know it's the Jacksonville Jaguars had offers for to get Trent Williams, but the truth of the matter is, look, they held firm. So, once again, this is from John Kim. You can reach him at ESPN. That's ESPN.com. Let's see what else we're going to talk about today. Okay, LeBron. Let's talk about LeBron James. Okay, LeBron James says after a crazy night seeking refuge, family still replaced by a fire. So when LeBron James exited the Staples Center on Tuesday night after the Lakers played the Memphis Grizzlies, this is he is unsure where he's going to go next. Look, I feel for those people in California with the California fires and stuff like that. Look, the same thing with LeBron James. Look, he's a millionaire. A lot of people's going to say he's a millionaire. He has places to go. But the truth of the matter is, look, this could happen to anyone and everyone. It don't matter if you're rich, poor, black, white, or whatever. These fires right here that's going on in California, it's not a refuge of if the guy is rich or whatever. No, not even close. It's everybody that's involved in this. I mean, this is a bad situation going on out in California with this fire. So look. So once again, this is from Dave McManus. You can reach him at ESPN. That's on ESPN.com. So if you're interested, you can post. You can follow Dave McManus at ESPN.com. So at least we got everything. So we just talked about that. Okay, Game 6 of the World Series tonight. Steven Strasburg moment in the making. So Strasburg is pitching tonight. Matt Scherzer will pitch tomorrow night in the game. So that's going to be game number 6. Astros lead 3-2. So I'm pretty sure if the Astros can close it out tonight, I'm pretty sure they'll be the World Series champions. If they don't, they'll force a Game 7 tomorrow. So that's what's going to happen tonight. Okay. Bomb. Let's talk about. Let's see what Bomb's saying. Let's see what he's saying on this video. I'm going to play this video for a second. See what Bomb's saying on here.
He's good, not great. He's never going to win a national championship. And the wise move, L, for Notre Dame is to buy Brian Kelly out.
Okay.
And bring in Urban Meyer. Urban Meyer is the best available coach in the country. He won.
Here's the thing, Mr. Bomb. Urban Meyer is not going to go to Notre Dame. Period. End of story. He's retired. So quit saying that Urban Meyer is going to be a good fit. Look, they want to pick and choose these coaches because look, they don't like the certain person. Look, sure, Brian Kelly didn't got him to the playoffs. They didn't win a national championship. But the truth of the matter is, look, that's all they have. That's all they have. They could go get a coach, Notre Dame, absolutely. But if they want to keep Brian Kelly, they're going to keep Brian Kelly. That's one thing about it. So I look at it this way. I know Paul Feinbaum's the biggest ass rat around on the ESPN and all that shit. But the truth of the matter is, look, he's not going anywhere anytime soon. I mean, I know a lot of people's going to say, well, I agree with Paul Feinbaum. Well, you can agree with Paul Feinbaum. That's your opinion. You're entitled to your opinion. But the truth of the matter is, it's not happening. So, once again, this is from ESPN's Get Up this morning on ESPN television. So, once again, that's, okay, NBA games tonight. Heat versus Hawks. Also, Grizzlies versus Lakers. That's going to be at 9:30 tonight. That's a late night game. Also, Denver versus Dallas. That's going to be out in Denver. So tomorrow night, Thursday night, the Pelicans will play Denver. So that's what they'll be doing. Okay, let's talk about Teddy Bridgewater. Okay, Teddy Bridgewater. This is from the Undefeated. You can go to the Undefeated. It's an association with ESPN. So we'll show you that Bridgewater brief, brilliant starting run, but was a glimpse what could be happening. Look, I'll be honest with you. In those first 5 games with Drew Brees was injured, Teddy Bridgewater stepped in. A lot of people, including myself, thought it was gonna be just another interception, turnover show and stuff like that, but not the case. Look, Teddy Bridgewater, look, he is an absolute capable starter. If he does go somewhere, he could be a capable starter or a capable backup, depending on where you go with this situation. So I look at it this way: Bridgewater, look, helped this team go through 6 wins on the season. So a lot of gratitude to Teddy Bridgewater on that. That's one thing he did. This is what we're showing you. This is the year of the black quarterbacks. So look at what Randall Cunningham, Warren Moon. That was a couple of years ago. Look, they had some quarterbacks that was minority black. So that's one thing about it. So this is Bridgewater. We're showing you the article. If you like this article, you can go to the Undefeated at ESPN. That's Undefeated at ESPN. So it talks a lot about Teddy Bridgewater. So we're scrolling down. So show you the article right here. So once again, you can go to ESPN. It's called the Undefeated. Good article on Teddy Bridgewater. So you can go to ESPN. So let's go ahead and switch this over. We're going to go ahead and switch this over, and we're going to switch this over to a new article. This is Microsoft Edge browser. We're going to be doing. Okay, let's talk about this situation with Casey, the golfer. Well, we'll go ahead and play that. We'll go ahead and do that. Okay, Casey Martin. That's Casey Martin with a C, not a K. So we'll pull this up a little bit into the screen. So I'll kind of scroll it back to the screen and let you see it on the screen. I know it's a little seeing the. I'm gonna pull it on the side. So this is what we're showing you right here. Casey Martin, worst fear is come true. He needs amputation on his broken right leg, so he has to, probably going to have amputation on it. So that's something nobody wants to go through. But this is this young guy, golfer. I'm gonna be honest with you. Look, he did. The condition was called Kepler Trenaway Weber syndrome. That's what it's called. It's something with your leg and stuff like that. So look, I'll be honest with you. This young man, look, he's 47 years old. This guy's 47 years old. But the truth of the matter is, look, I'm pretty sure. Hopefully, he will get a prosthetic leg and get back on the golf course whenever he will get back on the golf course. He played in events citing the Americans with Disabilities Act, yeah. And they should let him use a golf cart. If your leg is broken, if you can't walk maybe 4 or 5 feet, look, you should be able to use a golf cart. That's what there was is stating in his disability rights. So that's one thing. Look, this young man, look, this guy, he's going to get back on the golf course. I mean, it's a bad situation to be in with getting your leg amputated and stuff like that. I mean, nobody wants to go through that. But look, his worst fear did come true. So once again, this is from Ryan Lawnier. You can reach him at NBC Golf. That's NBCGolf.com. And we'll pull this up. Okay, we'll see what else we're going to talk about tonight. Okay, this is from Larry Brown Sports. We'll show you what's going on. We'll show you Larry Brown Sports. Okay, Trent Williams had no intentions of playing despite reports to the Redskins. So that's we just talked about Trent Williams on the last segments and stuff like that. The saga will continue. J.P. Finley was the writer. So that's one of the it's about Trent Williams. So okay, let's see what else we're going to talk about. Okay, NFL power ratings. Let's go ahead and break those NFL power ratings down. Week 9 power ratings as we go. Okay, it will go. It goes 32 to 1 to 1. So we'll go ahead and do that. First one, the Cincinnati Bengals are in 32nd. That's not something to ride home about. So that's hopefully they can get a win. That's in the power ratings. The next one is I'll say I don't want to give you something else. We'll get back to the power ratings. Sorry about that. We'll go through the first. We'll go through the first and couple of power ratings in this broadcast. Second power rating is so we're waiting on the power ratings to come up. Sorry about that. No, it's a low. Okay, 32. This is slides right here. This that's the first one. Second one, let's see. We'll wait for the come up. Okay, let's see, number 31, the Washington Redskins. They're kind of number 31 was the Washington. Let's see, pull it back. Number 31, the Washington Redskins. They're 1-7 on the season. It's another one that's not that good. The Washington Redskins. Also, number 30. Let me click this over. Number 30 is The Atlanta Falcons. The Atlanta Falcons right now, I'm going to tell you, once again, they're on a sinking ship. Look, they're not going to be that good. Also, number 29, the Miami Dolphins. They're 0-7 on the year, 0-7. Number 28, let's see, who was number 29? Yeah, number 29, Miami. Number 28, it's 27. Sorry about that. I'm going too fast. Okay, the Cleveland Browns also 2-5. That's something. Look, they're gonna have to get their sure. A lot of people wanted Cleveland to win the Super Bowl and stuff like that, but it's not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen. It will not happen in my lifetime. So 28 goes to the Cleveland Browns. We'll give you the next slide over. 27 is, sorry about that, we're going too fast. Denver's having their problems as well. They're ranked 27 in the power ratings, so that's ranked 27, the Denver Broncos. Number 26, the Los Angeles Chargers, 3-5 on the season, so they're kind of in a sloppy funk right now, so they have to get back on those winning streaks. Also, let's see, number 25, the New York Jets. They have some quarterback problems with Sam Darnold, and so hopefully they will get their little problems resolved, but I don't think that's going to happen. So if you're a Jets fan, don't count on it. Number 24, the Pittsburgh Steelers, 3-4 last 3-4 last week. There was 26, so they went up a spot to 24. The Pittsburgh Steelers. Okay, number 23, the New York Giants. I'll give you number 24. Yeah, I'll just give you the 24 of Pittsburgh. Number 23, the New York Giants. With their they did trade Leonard Williams to give Giants general manager Jan Gettleman another hog mauler. So look, that quarterback Daniel Jones. Look, he's going to learn the plays and stuff like that, because he's going to have a hard shoes to fill with Eli Manning being the on the bench, so he's going to have hard shoes to fill without a shadow of a doubt. Now, next one, number 22, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Right now, Tampa Bay is at 2-5. That's not good at all. So hopefully, they could give their fans some leeway and stuff like that. So how you doing? Hi, what's going on? LC Fleetwood, what's going on? LC Fleetwood. So how's everybody going? Next one. Let's give you the power ratings. We're going over power ratings. Chicago Bears right now at 3-4. They're kind of not getting their offense in order. So that's they're having problems in Chicago as well. So the fan base is going to get very, I'll be honest with you, very impatient with these teams that's not doing too well. So they're going to have to get their things going. Next one is the Tennessee Titans. Tennessee Titans also 3-4. Ryan Tannehill had completed 44 of 62 passes for 505 yards. His rating was 115.3, which puts him 8th over that time. Moreover, film reviews and stuff. Oh, hi. Hello, my buddy. nasty outside. Oh yeah, absolutely. Thanks. Yeah. I wish you would work or say. I'll consider that. I really do. I'll consider that. I'll have to record it. I mean, look, I know we do sports podcasts, but I'm doing video podcasts. I'm not doing audio podcasts. I mean, because those audio podcasts are very complicated and you have to put in a lot of work. But I'd rather do the video, so I'll consider that. I'll consider having the Saints podcast one of these days. So I'll consider that. Thanks for Okay, the next one is the Arizona Cardinals. I see a lot of people. You are one. Yeah, I am. I mean, look. I mean, we got a lot of them out there. We got a lot of sportscasters out there on the internet that does the same thing I do. So it's a lot of them. I know I'm one of them. I'm here on Restream. I'm also on Sportscaster as well. So I do try to do my best. Look, I mean, I'm not trying to I'm not trying to imitate anyone, and no. I do these podcasts every day, every week. I do it weekly, Tuesday and Thursday. So let's get back to what we were talking about. Arizona Cardinals, Oakland Raiders. Is 3-4 on the season with a 2-3 record. So that's they're having a tough time up in Oakland as well, being 3-4. Now the Detroit Lions, number 17, 3-3 on the season. Last week they went 14th in the power ratings. Let me read that. Who we have to worry about? Well, look. Right now we're in the bye week. We have to worry. We ain't got to worry about Atlanta because Atlanta right now is sucks this year. I hate to tell you that. We can kind of beat them, but look, when you see these, it's like it's a dead horse. Look, if you try to provoke these things, they're gonna come after you, and they'll try to beat you in a bad situation. So look, Atlanta we ain't got to worry about. Look. I mean, we can handle Atlanta. So let's give you some more. Let's go ahead and go through some more power ratings. Breakdown. Okay, I'm going through the power ratings. The Philadelphia Eagles are ranked 16th. They was 20th last week. They're 4-4 in the season. So Philadelphia kind of has an even record. They did win that game last Sunday against the Bills. So I look at it this way. Philadelphia looks like I'm pretty sure if they go up in the ratings, they'll help their cause. So these things don't mean anything. It's just that if they put them out. Okay, the Jacksonville Jaguars, 4-4. Last week they went 18th on the season. Reading your comments. Do we have to worry about the Cowboys? No, not really. We don't have to worry about either of those teams until the NFC Championship or the NFC playoffs. We don't play them. So that's the thing about it. Look, you're going to have those teams on the schedule. And we'll show you the schedule in just a few moments with the Saints, the last couple of weeks going down the road. So right now we're in week 9 right now. We're week 10. We got about 7 more weeks before the season's over. And we'll see how the Saints will do in those last 7 weeks of those 7 games of those of the last season. So that's we'll go ahead and give you Jacksonville. The Los Angeles Rams 5-3, so they're up to 14th, 15th. How you think they're gonna do? Well, right now, I look at it this way. The 49ers, look, the 49ers, they don't have an offense. They rely on their defense and stuff like that. They win games 9-0 and stuff like that. Look, you can't win games 9-0 and expect to win an entire season. No. Look, you got to your offense and your defense. You got to rely on your offense and also your defense. But San Francisco, I mean, I'll be honest with you, they're kind of doesn't have a good offense. If now the Cowboys they're going to evolve. That's one thing they're going to do. They're going to evolve. So that's one thing about it. So Los Angeles Rams. Let's go ahead and go back. Dallas Cowboys. I'm showing you on the screen. Dallas Cowboys 4-3. They're on a bye this week, so no games this week for Dallas as well. Dak Prescott took the friendly deal, a 4th-round pick in 2016. He took a $20.25 million contract. So that's what we're looking at right here. So we're watching that screen. Well, I'm kind of, look, Russell Wilson, look. He's going to be Russell Wilson. That's one thing about it. He's going to be Russell Wilson. Look. So, thanks for giving me perfect questions. I appreciate it. Also, with just Dallas, his completion percentage is at 70%. So that's one thing about it. So make no mistake about it. If Dallas comes back up, I'm pretty sure they're going to be the contender in the Breeze. Look, I think we should keep Breeze. He's not going anywhere. He's not going anywhere. I don't know where you're getting these information from, but he's not going anywhere. Look. Breeze is going to be Drew Brees. He's going to be his old self. Last Sunday proved that. You switch him out. No, look, I would not do that. I would not do that. Not do that. That's just not going to happen. So that's not going to happen at all. Look, if Breeze does get hurt, then Bridgewater comes back in. We don't want to do that. We don't want to deflate what we're doing. We're 7-1. Look, we don't want to we want Breeze back. We want him to be no, not yet. I mean, no, yeah, he had an interception. He had an interception in the game, but that was just Russ. That's all it was. It was just Russ. I mean, wait till you get into game no. His thumb was okay. So thanks for those questions. I appreciate it. Let's get back to what we were talking about. The Buffalo Bills. They're ranked 12th in the power rating. 5-2 on the season. I'm surprised at this Buffalo Bills team. As I'm looking at them, I mean, look, they're 5-2 right now. Look, will they win the East? I don't think they will. I think they'll be close, but I don't think they'll win the East. I think New England's going to take that East. Seems like he delivers the ball fast enough. Yeah, he does. He does deliver that ball fast. When that ball's coming off his hand, that ball's coming at 100, maybe 100 miles an hour or something like that. So, just like Bridgewater. Bridgewater, sure, he's a fast. He'll throw our defense needs to get off the field on third down, because if you get off the field on third down, then you can have enough. And then also field position. That's the biggest concern right there. It's called field position. Without we're in trouble. Yeah, without him, we're in trouble. But not by a long shot. Because look, Bridgewater, he's proven those last couple of games. Breeze was in the game on the shelf because of his thumb. He proved that he could be a quality backup in the NFL or a starter. So pick your poison. So now the Carolina Panthers 4-3, so they're back on top. But right now, hopefully, the question is, will Cam Newton come back from his injury and take over? Kyle Allen, he wasn't involved in a loss when he threw an interception. So look, Kyle Allen. So Kyle Allen, I'm gonna tell you, I've been doing these podcasts I've been doing these videos for 2 years. So I know we don't leave Bridgewater in unless either an injury or something like that happens to Breeze. I don't think it's going to happen for a very long time, but just in case we have an injury of Breeze, then we get him back in. So I heard Kyle Kaepernick. I think he should come back. I think he should come back. Colin Kaepernick. I think he should. I mean, look, I know a lot of people don't like him and stuff like that, but the truth of the matter is, look, he didn't do nobody no harm. So, thanks for, I mean, look, I do sound like a professional. I've been doing this for 2 years. I've been doing this record. I've been also doing it live stream for 2 years. Do you need any help? No, I don't need no help. I can do it on my own. Thanks anyway, LC Fleetwood. I appreciate it. Because look, I know how to do this. Okay, let's give you information. Do you feel we can take a knee? Well, that's their right. That was their right. So what he did, I agree with. I definitely agree with. I know you're gonna get mad, but hey, that's what I'm for one. That's your opinion, and that's my. And we're entitled to our opinions. So, but look, they should have never, ever took him out of the game because of that. You got white beaters. I'm going to tell you, LC Floyd, you got white beaters in the NFL. They're not going after white beaters and girlfriend beaters. That's one thing about it. Look, the NFL has got to crack down on those white beaters because they allow these white beaters to stay in and just take up a lot of space. So that's my take on it. I know, just don't get mad about it. It's my take. Okay, let's give you the finish the breakdown. The Seattle Seahawks ranked 10th. They was ranked 12th last week. Seattle kind of lit up Atlanta last week in the game, in that game last Sunday. So I look at it this way: Seattle right now is 6-2. Second half of the season, I want to see how they're going to do when they take on their common opponents in in the second week of the season. I've been thought to be a coach. Well, yeah. I mean, look, you got to realize, look, they're going to do these things. They're going to do these things. So, that's my take on it. Okay, let's see. What else? Kansas City Chiefs, despite the Mahomes injury, they're now 5-3, so they're ranked in the top 10. So they're ranked 8th. Last week they was 5th, so they had a good higher ranking. Let's go ahead and give you another team. The Texans also 7th in the power ratings. Also last week, who played Sunday? It's probably going to be some crappy games going on, LC. There's probably going to be some crappy games that nobody wants to see and stuff like that. So, Saints don't play this Sunday. Saints are off this Sunday. They will take on Atlanta in a week after the bye. So, okay, let's see what else we're going to talk about. Okay, the Baltimore Ravens also is 5-2. They're also on a bye this week after that Week 8 bye, so they're going to be playing this week. Last week they was ranked 4th. I talked about John Harbaugh in one of my segments and stuff like that, so that is on the now Minnesota is in the top 5. So Minnesota right now, over the last 4 weeks, Kirk Cousins absolutely demolished the NFL. No, I really don't. I mean, what I said a few minutes ago, I said we don't have to worry about Atlanta because Atlanta right now is on a sinking ship. They suck this year. I hate to say it. They're 1-7. Look, but here's the thing about this, about Atlanta. Atlanta, look, you're messing with a wounded animal. That's one thing about it. When you mess with a wounded animal, it will attempt to strike you at any time, and it will strike back. So that's like, see, like if you you try to feed a horse, it's gonna kick you. So that's one thing about it. So I know these analogies are a little vague and stuff like that. Do you think we'll win the Super Bowl? If we do get there, yes. We do to get there. But right now we're doing it one day at a time with these games. We're not worried about the Super Bowl right now. We'll worry about that when we cross that bridge. Because look, if you worried about the Super Bowl, you overlook those opponents, they're going to beat you. Bottom line. So right now, I take it one game at a time. We started with Atlanta right after the bye week. So this is what we're talking about. Minnesota. Minnesota had Kirk Cousins had a 137.1 rating. Aaron Rodgers ranked 2nd with 118. Cousins had a 78% completion percentage. He throws for 1261. He also throws 10.9 yards per average. He also has 10 touchdowns and 1 interception. So he's getting hot at the right time. That's one thing about it. Kirk Cousins is getting hot at the right time for the Minnesota Vikings. No, I don't go to Saints games. It's too much. I wish I could go there, but they're too damn much, LC. They're too damn much. I don't want to have to go through that headaches and stuff like that. Next one is the Green Bay Packers. Green Bay Packers right now 7-1. They have the best record in the NFL, just like the Saints has. So they're ranked 4th in the power ratings. This is from Touchdown Wire. You can go to touchdownwire.com. Next one is number 3, the New Orleans Saints. So ranked number 3. So I'm pretty sure the Saints should be ranked number 1, but it's I know it's a biased power rankings, but the truth of the matter is, look, this New Orleans Saints team deserves to be in that number one spot. Sure, the New England Patriots, they're going to give love to the New England Patriots because they're America's darlings and stuff like that. But the truth of the matter is, look, the Saints should be number one in the power rating, not number 3. So the next, the number 2 ranking team is the New England Patriots. No, San Francisco. Number 2 is New England. So it should be Saints number 1, New England number 2, and San Francisco 3. That's so New England Patriots right now 8-0 last week, so that's what's going on. And the next one is the San Francisco 49ers. So San Francisco is 7-0 in the season, so they got the best record. So unfortunately, by far, I know I'm not impressed with the way they go by scoring and stuff like that. So, but the truth of the matter is, look, they are ranked number 1 in the power ratings. So that is your power ratings for week number 9 of the NFL. This is from Touchdown Wire. So we're going at 56. So you have made my day. Well, yeah, we're at 57 minutes. So I'm kind of look. So you're on Facebook. The thing is saying 58, but it's actually 57. So 57 minutes. So once again, this concludes tonight's Sports Time New Orleans Sports Podcast for Tuesday, October 29th. We'll be back tomorrow with Sports Talk with Carrie Meyer show. That will be on either at night or either in the morning. So we'll have it either way. We'll talk same news headlines. We don't have LSU. No, can't fix the time. We're running on Restream. We're running directly from Restream. So 57 minutes. I know it's 58, but it's actually 58 now because we're running on Restream. So that's with OBS. So I can't fix the time. So thanks for coming in, LC Fleetwood. I appreciate you. I know. Look. So once again, like, share, and follow Sports Talk with Carrie Meyer show on Facebook, Periscope, YouTube, Twitch. That's the networks we're on here via Restream. So thanks for tuning in. Everybody have a good rest of your Tuesday evening. We'll be back tomorrow.